It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic about him. There's something special that they know when he's on center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down. Now, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Chargers.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll throw. It's Nix. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll get about 2. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up on a... They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man is Davis. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. It most likely was going to result in a sack.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Nick's gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's the rookie from Ole Miss. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick 1st down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the 1st quarter.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Harris. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will extend to a 10-0 lead. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Nick. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro, in there to bag another one.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On 2nd down, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Chargers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. 1st and 10. Now Herbert, a hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got it. That'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47. To throw is Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st down, Herbert. That one knocked away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
That one complete to Johnston. Third down, 3 to go. Pistol here for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On play action, now Herbert. That is brought in at the 10, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. He keeps it up, and he will power his way into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown LA. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down, Nix. This one complete to Bryant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
We are through 1. 17-0, the early score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Play action now. It's Nix. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And he will have a Broncos first down. I do believe he gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3. They send Sutton in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read. Not much there, maybe a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and 9. Harris, the man in motion. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a toss, right side, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Throwing now is Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much developing there. Short pickup. Down to the 47. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga, on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Run it on the inside handoff. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Dicker now for the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Chargers up their lead. It's now 24-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Crazy. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Justin Aboigbe in there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing. Nix. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now, a second down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That caught by Davis. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A first down throw for Nix. Open man is Davis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the plane. He's down inside the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Broncos are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Back to throw is Nix. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send Sutton in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender.
He is in. Touchdown, Denver. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Throwing, Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got it. That'll move the chains. First down at the 47. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to run it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
To the ground, a first down run. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Harris, the man in motion. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Purple. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The tit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Davis heading in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Nix. This one complete to Bryant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Play action now. It's Nix. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throwing, Nix. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense, and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Nice gain here. He's going to be down at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations. A lot easier to convert.
Now a give on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun, it's Herbert. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to take the lead here at fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. play coming up. This is third down. Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that'll set up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
To return, it's Mims. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
It's first down, and they'll run. Not much develops there. We'll get this to about the 43. Second down. Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They will get away from that one. and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action now, Herbert. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. Now he'll run.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, it's Herbert. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Herbert now on 1st down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a toss, right side. Up the sideline, past midfield. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike. Put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chargers have the first down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
As you could probably imagine, Mike, this one really burns me. I mean, man, I wish my fellow tight ends catch every ball the entire game, but to be this open and not come down with it, I'm going to have to, next year at TEU, we're going to have to bring out some jugs machines. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. Herbert to the air again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Herbert to the air again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Now he takes off. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Nix. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.